Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to our live for the week. Hope you guys are having a great week. We are at Wednesday, hump day. Always a great day of the week. That means Friday is very close. So I'm gonna jump in here in a minute. Um, Let me turn off these messages. Or they just gonna keep coming in. Give me a second. It seems like everybody wants to talk to me when I start my live. They want to message me, call. I love them, but they just don't call at the right times. But I love them. I'm going to see if I can do something different today and also do this on Instagram. So we'll jump in here in a minute. Let me know what you guys got going on this week. As you know, we moved this week, so my house is a clutter. The office is getting together, but we're not quite there yet. But we're getting there. We're getting there slowly but surely. Hey guys, hi Instagram. How you doing? We are talking about defining your vision today. So, I'm trying a little different today to do Instagram as well as YouTube and Facebook. Got a lot going on, but we got this. Okay. So let's jump in. You know how I like to start on time and I like to stay on task. So hopefully last week you were able to discover your why. Everything is falling into a theme this month, and the theme is discovering and activating goals. So first we want to define our vision. We've already discovered our why. Next week we'll be activating our vision. So everything is going to fall in line. So if you haven't heard all the other podcasts, go back and listen to those. And yeah, let's jump in. So we want to talk about vision, and vision is different for everybody. Everybody thinks of it different. So I'm going to break it down for you guys. So vision is the ability to think about or plan the future with your imagination. So your vision is going to be different than most people's visions. Now, you may be able to help somebody with their vision, but it's still their vision, and you're helping them to bring that vision to fruition, if that makes sense. But your vision is your vision, and you can always bring in people to help you reach your vision, but nobody else has your vision for whatever goal or dream that you have. So it's very important that you understand your why for why you have that vision, and your why is going to actually drive you forward. I'm sure you have a how and a what of getting it executed, but your why is what's going to get you up every day and have you go execute that vision. Okay. So a vision statement though, first let me say this: a vision can be something that you see 5 or 10 years down the road. Your vision statement though is more, it's not as broad. You bring it in a little closer to like a year, a quarter, a month. So your vision statement though identifies the success for you, your business, and your organization. It's what you see for your org, and it's the why that keeps you going, and it also is the goal that you're reaching for. Okay. So this week you're going to define your vision for the week, the quarter of the year. And I always like to talk about quotes, right? So the quote that I had for this week was, "Vision is the art of seeing what is invisible to others." And that was by Jonathan Swift, right? So when we're talking about our vision, we want to basically think about what thing that we can realistically reach within a certain time frame. So for me, for instance, I'm going to use me for an example. For me, for instance, my goal is to basically help 50 plus women this year, this whole year, to reach their goals and dreams, to have accountability, to actually lay out action plans to reach that, right? So it's tangible, it's reasonable. I know what my numbers are. If I break it down into quarters, I can, I know that I'm trying to reach 12 and a half to 13 people because there's no half people, right? We know that, right? So we want to make sure that what our vision is something that your team and the people in your organization can get behind, because you cannot reach these goals even though you have this vision. It's hard to reach these goals if you don't have a team, right? You may be able to sustain it for a little while on your own, but having a team is what's going to actually push you forward, and they're going to drive you and help you to move forward. So you want that vision to be something that they all can get behind. So as you're building your vision and your mission statement, and you know what you're trying to reach, you want to bring your team in. You want to get them to have buy-in on it. So there are a few parts to your vision, right? So you think about this. It should be measurable. So my measurable is 50 plus women, right? It should be short and reasonable. We want to help those women to reach their goals and dreams by providing them with action plans to move it forward. We also are going to give them accountability. Again, it's something that you and your team can get behind, and it's attainable within a certain time frame. So 50 plus women is more than attainable in a year, more than attainable. Of course, we would always want to reach more than that, but if we didn't, 50 plus is what we want to reach. And so the reason why I wanted to be attainable and you wanted to be able to break it down, because for instance, we're in the first quarter. Hello, Melissa. We're in the first quarter. And so I know that I need 13 people by March, the end of March, right? I know that to be able to reach my goal for the year. But if at a certain point I see that I'm not getting to that 13, or when I get to the next quarter, the second quarter, I get to April and I see that maybe I'm not going to, hey, how you doing? Maybe not going to get to the 26th, then me and my team need to come back to the table and we need to figure out what is keeping us from getting there, right? What is happening? What can we adjust to reach those goals? That's very important. I preach all the time to my business besties in our paid membership that you should never create something and walk away from it. You need to always come back so you can review and revise, right? Your R&R. Always come back to review and revise. So make sure you're doing that. So again, for the membership, my goal is 50 plus women. I also now have some other income, passive income that I'm working on with Amazon. I'm doing, I have a planner out there and it's called Girl, You Got This. And I also have a notebook out there, a blank notebook out there called Shifting Your Mindset. So I'm going to have a goal for that for the year, right? But it's fairly new for me. So I'm still trying to assess that. And that's okay, because it wasn't something that I planned initially. It's something we jumped in. So definitely go out and check out that on Amazon. It's, if you search for me under Pam Dampier Simon, you'll be able to find it. But yeah, anyway, back to the subject. You have to have a vision. And again, only you know the vision, and you have to get buy-in from your team so that you can help reach that vision. Period. Okay. So I'm going to go to 4 steps again, and then I'm going to tell you my example again. So again, 4 things. It must be measurable. It must be short and reasonable, and something you and the team can get behind. And lastly, it must be attainable. So when you think about my vision statement for Divine Mindset, I want to be able to reach 50 plus women, have them sign up for the membership this year. So within the year, and I'm going to help them to set attainable goals, give them accountability, and help them have action steps to be able to reach that, right? And again, I always I always preach revise and review, because review and revise, I'm sorry, because nothing that you do you should ever set and forget. That's how we don't reach our goals. You should have milestones in anything that you do, because that's going to help you grow and get there. So again, mine is 13-ish per quarter. If I get more, great. And we're working on different campaigns and things to help us get there. We're working on how we're going to get there this year. And, we'll tweak it as we go. And we'll either tweak it and it'll get better and we review it and great, or we'll tweak it and it'll get worse and we have to go back and figure it out. But never set it and forget it. That's the worst thing that you can ever do. Set it and forget it, because you're not going to reach it. Okay. So recap. This month we're talking about discovering and activating your vision. This is the first step. You're defining the vision, but there's some other things that you need to do before you do that. You need to go back and listen to the podcast, Discover Your Why, because you need to understand why you're doing it, because your why is what's going to help you reach that goal. All right. Because that why is what's going to make you get up every day and work that vision, to set your team on fire to work that vision so that you can reach your goal in that vision statement. It's very important. Very important. Because why would they help you reach your goal if you don't even believe in it enough to get up every day to go do it? Why would they? They shouldn't. Time is something very valuable that you can't get back. So don't waste people's time. If you're not going to be on fire about it and get up every day to do it, then don't expect them to. Don't expect them to. I can't expect my team to get up every day and work towards that vision if I'm not getting up doing it. And if they're not behind it, then I need to figure out why. What in my vision doesn't get them on fire every day to get up and go? What in my vision doesn't do that for them? So I'm going to turn it back on you guys. Do you have a vision? And if you have a vision, have you really went back to talk to your team to find out if they're really behind it, or they're just for the job, right? You want people to be on fire about it. You want people to be there for the job because people have to take care of themselves, right? But you also want them to be on fire about the vision. You want them to be. And if they're not, go to the drawing board and talk to them. Take your ego out of it. Go sit down with them and figure out what you can change. They're probably not saying that your vision isn't good. They just don't like the strategy, or they don't understand why you want to do it. They need to be able to understand it just like you, right? Because it's your vision. And if you can't sell it to them, you're not going to be able to get anybody else on the outside to buy into it. Because people buy into you more than they buy into your how and your what. Let's think about it. There's tons of people doing the same things, right? But the difference is the person that's doing it. There's tons of coaches. There's tons of mindset coaches. There's tons of businesses out there selling cell phones. There's tons of businesses out there doing cable, right? But what's behind it is, I'm going to tell you what makes me go back to certain places: customer service. And if you have good customer service, that means that that team is bought into your mission and your why. And that's what makes people come back to it. That makes people come to it, right? Go think about Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs was on fire about his mission and what he wanted to provide to people as a product. He didn't change it no matter how many naysayers there were. He kept pushing forward. And now we have the iPhone and all of these great Apple products, because he was able to get his team to buy into his vision and move it forward. Now, his legacy is going to live forever. I don't do anything but Apple. Forget Samsung, right? And I want people to be on fire about my mission, right? I love helping people and women to reach their goals. Somebody lifted me up, so I'm lifting you up, right? And that's what drives me each and every day to get in here and talk, whether there's one person or no people, right? because somebody is listening, and I'm going to get to that one person at some point, or two people, or three people. So I'm going to keep doing it. I know that I'm getting to them because I have people that are buying my planners. I have people that are buying into the notebooks. I have people listening to my podcast. It's picking up. So I know that there are people listening and growing from what I'm doing. And that's what sets me on fire. I know my team is bought in because they show up for me all the time. No matter when I need them, they show up. So you need a team that's on fire like that. I would love to hear your visions and your vision statements. I hope that what I've said today will help you with it. Definitely go back and listen to the podcast. The podcast will give you more detail. I'm really dived in on it. Not that I'm not in it here right now, but I'm really diving into the podcast. I want you to go listen to that and listen to all the other podcasts that are out there, because there's an episode out there that can help you. There's tons of them out there. We're in season 2 now. So definitely get out there, listen to a podcast. Reach out to me if you want to have a 15-minute coffee chat. When you go to sign up for the coffee chat, the link's already in the chat. When you go to sign up for the coffee chat, make sure that you do the survey. It's like 5 questions. And whatever your struggle is, that's what we'll talk about on that call. And on that call, I'm going to help you with that struggle. At the end, you're going to have a plan. You're going to have a plan. You're going to be able to go execute. And I hope that you will work with me on one of the services that I offer, memberships, one-on-one, any of that. But if you don't, that's okay, because my ultimate goal is to help you. And you're going to have an action plan when you leave that call. You're going to have a plan. And, once it helps you, come back and talk to me and jump into the membership. If you don't want to put a whole lot of money in, but you want to get in, the membership is for you. The membership is for you. There's strategic advisories on Mondays, where we dive into certain topics. We also have a collaboration call where we are actually on Zoom and we're talking and you're collaborating with multiple women. On Wednesdays, of course, we do the live free content for everyone. The podcast comes out on Tuesday. I forgot to mention that. We put out affirmations. We give you quotes each week. If in the first 2 things that I mentioned are for the basic group. For the VIP group, you get the same thing in the basic. So you'll get the strategic advisory as well as the collaboration call. But for the VIPs, you also get on Thursdays, you'll get the VIP only call. And on Friday, I'll have business hours for you to do one-on-one with me that you can sign up for. Whenever you feel you need them, I'll be there. You'll get, as a VIP, also, you'll have WhatsApp access to me, so you can reach out to me anytime. If you have a question, VIPs get that access to me. And you also, all VIP and basic, you'll get a free digital planner. Or you can just go out and buy a planner on Amazon, or a notebook, because you're going to need a notebook to take all the notes that I'm going to give you. So definitely jump out there and check that out. Melissa, you'll put the link in there for the milkshake link, where all the links are, where you can sign up for the newsletter that comes out on Fridays. So sign up for the email list. You can sign up to talk to me about the membership. So just do the free coffee chat. Or you can just sign up for either one of them. And then I'll reach right back out to you and we'll talk about it. What you'll get. I'll send you all the information and we'll get started. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go. Thanks again for diving in. Go back and listen to the podcast, and have a great rest of your week. Love you guys.